Now, how I still don't see how to control this. Nope.
Yeah, it's part of the school.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning or afternoon for you.
Good
Oh,
morning.
I cannot hear you.
So it's vice versa.
Is your microphone on?
No. Are you able to hear me?
Oh, okay. Oh, now we can hear you.
Oh, thank you.
It was our fault.
I think you are not ready.
Huh?
Ready? Hi.
Hello. Hello, Naf.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
we should wait.
Yeah, we're taking the first 30 minutes to make sure everybody is on and everything is working. And just for people to talk to each other.
Are we starting the meeting? The actual meeting?
We will be starting the actual meeting at 10:30. In 30 minutes.
10:30.
In
So
30 minutes.
4:30, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Because you know it always takes us time to get everybody on and get it working. So that's why we said, okay, we will start, start now.
Thank you. I'll be back, I think, by 25 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he went off. They must be paying for credit. I cannot find that. Can't find record. Let me make this a whole thing. Let me see what happens. Broadcasting, but I don't see record. Felix, you are back?
I'm here, please.
Good. I'm trying to figure out how to get this to record.
Okay, let me check and see.
Because we're doing this through YouTube. So it's broadcasting live, but I don't know.
Okay. I'm trying to see how.
I don't know if it's on. It's supposed to record. It's supposed to record from Hangout, right?
Yes. I'm trying to.
You see it where it says record? None of that. Chat. Screen share. Cameraman. Nope. Why does he call me? Hello? Hey. Get ready to start a web conference. Well, you should call me on the weekend. Bye, baby. Nope. None of that. Not the right. Not the left. Nowhere. Do not know.
Just be reading through. Okay, so Are we ready now?
There's supposed to be icons that I'm supposed to be able to control the
Yes, go to the left side.
But mine doesn't have it on the left side. I mean, I see chat and screen share, and then there's cameraman, but that's it.
Have you seen the questions and answers and the control?
Yep, I see question. I see the question mark, but that's it. Okay, let me see if I can make the screen smaller or something. Nope. Nope. Not there.
Yeah, on mine I have it, but because I'm not the
you didn't start it, right? Yeah.
I cannot do anything.
Yep. It's not doing. I don't have it.
Okay. So that is it. Let me see. So our projection.
Okay, well, she said as long as it's on and you went through those steps, I know it's being recorded and will be saved in YouTube. So hopefully,
okay,
it'll be fine. Okay, let's hope for the best.
Boss, just give me. I'm coming. I'm trying to fix something for my boys and.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're trying to get things started here on this end too. I don't know what's happening. Hold on, let me go check something.
When you want to present, then you come to the slideshow like this. Okay. So go over, be going over. You pay me. So Peter, the rest of you do. Yeah, that's the aspect. And short project is over. Short buying and selling, but since that it's raining, I have the time to do that. So then there my book, my friend project one with them. So you can do yeah, so that's about the screen. All we are trying to just say is that if you are sitting and out, you are making room for people to follow. They don't understand the humans so that I didn't and after that then just press this and then come to the Google here. That's all you look at. Okay.
gonna go down with and then I told her at 10:25. Here. All the sugar stuff.
To do some stretches to permanent them.
Okay, perfect. Oh, did they? I know by the weekend. I know, right? Exactly. It's quite as fresh, you know.
Precious.
Let me see. Yeah, that's not already.
Hello? Because I did. Okay, we'll be offline for a few minutes because of our data.
Okay, so that, no problem.
All right. Okay. You can just give me a quick WhatsApp, then we'll just turn on.
Oh, okay, so at 10:30, come on at on 10:20. I mean, in less than 15 minutes because it's like 10:20 now. So in about 10 minutes, come back on.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye bye. Okay. Here's the card.
Oh, I got a paper.
I'm gonna give this to Jalen. Is he? What is he doing?
New segments and how to report and how to ask questions.
Oh, nice. Okay, if you can, I know I got you doing 500 things. Sorry. Yeah, tell me which one the closest bathroom is and where the people are. I didn't follow the double school.
They're next door.
Okay. And the bathroom, you gotta go way down almost before you get to the gym, and you'll see that's the adult bathroom on the left. Okay.
What was that?
I just wanted to, because Lance is not that big of a deal, but Jalen is only here today.
I'll do it.
All right. And he can just give it back to us today before the meeting. Are we almost at the point of I think our fruit stand?
We got plenty of fruit snacks. And those go over well, so
Okay.
Then we, like you were saying last week, just, put napkins on the table.
Was there fresh water put in today?
No,
I didn't think so. I'm gonna put it in the oven.
doesn't taste like,
It's weekend water.
right. Hey, just so you.
Is he the orange? What about the other side of his mouth? Daryl? Daryl? On the other side of his mouth. And chew on the other side. Hello. You all ready to talk? Oh my gosh, is that you?
Oh no!
What? I wanted to join too. Yeah.
Excuse me, this is a broadcast. Who is saying
Man,
this?
you can't even see me.
Who's watching this?
You're gonna be talking to people in Ghana and Malawi and
Wait, what?
Senegal. Ghana, Malawi, and Senegal. So let's move so everybody can be on the camera. All right, y'all. Now listen. Y'all are representing, okay, the United States. Kids in the other countries are there. They're generally older than you are. Okay. Do y'all have a sense of what you want to talk about?
Well, we have sushi here.
No, that's not what we're doing.
No.
And honestly, like, now this ain't joking time. If you're not gonna do it, you're not gonna be serious. You do not have to be in the room. I'm not playing. Okay, so it's a time to be serious. What are your top issues that you want to share about violence? How does violence impact your life and community? You can put your notes right here.
Well, it causes many people to like be very sad.
And
Like
you know what?
depression.
And they may not even know. You all should actually take a little time to describe what violence looks like in Louisville. Like, what are some of the
Gun violence.
Because in some of the other countries, they don't really deal with gun violence.
Police
on the
brutality.
regular. Okay, perfect.
Child abuse
Mm.
and
Sexual violence.
also drug abuse. Well, that's so,
Yeah, but a lot of the violence is related to drugs.
right.
You said child abuse, sexual abuse.
So can people see us right now?
When they get back on, they will. They'll see you in a few minutes. You'll see them pop up on that right-hand side. Everyone's waiting because it's using up everybody's data just to hang out. They're like, we'll call you back. So, and the one other thing that's really important, when we're not talking, we have to be silent because it picks up the sound and it's just going to keep bopping around. Okay. I'm supposed to be able to control it, but somehow those controls don't show up on my screen. So, all right. So, child abuse, sexual abuse. We heard a lot of it's drug related, right?
Yeah. Or you just come back on mid-sentence. That'll be weak.
Do you know? And so you all, you can take turns speaking, right? Is there any? And you can go ahead. Has anyone had any personal experience or know anybody who's lost a life to violence? You can share that if you feel like it. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. That's okay. But it's impacted a lot of people. So what else? So what do you think? Did you all talk about that?
Yeah.
What do you think can be done?
We didn't get to go deep into it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But so let's just take a few minutes to talk about it. We got about 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think the government could do?
Maybe the government can like maybe for police brutality they can use like because they should have like a police database of a list of all the officers in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe they could look into like their records and see if they have any. I don't know.
Right there.
What's the rest of the groups doing?
Huh?
What's the rest of the group?
Oh God. Hello.
You don't have to wait to them. You say,
Hello.
they're
Hello.
I'll go around and act.
Well,
And then, okay, so when we talk about each of these, because you have 3 to 5 minutes to talk, right?
Yeah. Tukao bomena diwo. Hi.
Say hello.
Hey. Hello.
And here's what you
Magpunta sa may.
Machula kwa mahindi.
because if you want the system can supplement now, and it will on our site. All right. So we want to do these steps. All right.
Oh, no, never mind.
This is Malawi.
You see,
I'll just put them in.
If they know, if they, I would love for them to go. I would love
They,
all right. When you
Soka.
people know what police are, but that's not, you know, some countries they don't know what's going on in it. Through here, allowing it. Get it on the back afterwards, okay? And then also joining us in Senegal. And, come on in, come on in. Y'all are probably gonna be some of the youngest ones on this because most people in Britain are 13.
Mtoto ukanga daga kunzira.
It is cool.
listen, the mama, if you're not going to
So now they can and then they themselves.
Saka kuseka so.
Hi. Hey, Maya could be with me.
Like, I know you all are smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you all are. Yeah, I know. It's okay to be nervous. And also, when you speak, on camera, it's because Alex, the one. I'm trying to get this as close to and I'm gonna pop in sometimes because I'm the host. But so when you speak up, that means you have to speak up very loudly. So let's test it. So when you speak up, let's go ahead, say something.
How are you today?
No, but I want one person to speak because when they're gonna speak, okay, I have. It's so here. Actually, was you three, Kai? Kai, do you want to be up? Do you want to speak? No? Okay. No, unless you're prepared to speak. What are you going to be speaking about?
I'm saying hello, my name is
Oh, who's
Okay, Violet.
That's good. Felix is Donna.
Oh,
So they're about to pop up in a minute. Hey, Felix, are you all on? Or can you hear me? No, his their camera isn't on yet.
If you want to speak, you gotta speak up. They can't really hear you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna speak, you need to be in the front because it's gonna be hard enough unless you're gonna be willing to. And I'm not talking just speaking for the sake of speaking. If you have something real to say to add to the conversation, okay? And we're gonna have our time to speak, and then we're listening to the other groups. If you have a question for them, then you can raise your hand, and there'll be a time for questions. And be ready because they're gonna ask you questions. You want to answer the question? Okay. And so, and if you, I can see all of you. You all are set up really nicely.
No.
No.
Have you all ever heard of child abuse?
They're gonna be doing their. I don't think they can hear you yet.
Can you guys hear me?
Everybody was on before. Now they're not on. So let me
Can you-
sit here for a minute. So Joshua, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I am.
We cannot hear you.
Oh, because
Can
it's
you hear us?
unplugged. That's why.
Oh, bro.
Are you able to hear us?
He said God is gonna join us.
Yeah, that's them right there.
Feel it.
Hang on momentarily. We cannot hear you. It's not them. It's us.
It's not you.
Oh, it's right.
It's not you.
What are you? Oh my God. Hey. There we go.
Hi.
So,
Wait, hold on a second. We're just gonna test to see if you can hear the young people. Go ahead.
Hello.
No, I don't want the whole group. I need one person speaking. Wait a minute.
can you hear us?
Wow, bad one.
Say it again.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, now Zamora. If you think you may speak, I'd rather have you up closer to the front, okay?
Hi, my name is Zamora, and we're going to be learning about some violence today.
No, they're teaching you. Yeah, that's a topic for everybody.
We're going to do some violence today, so have fun.
Are you happy?
Have you ever heard of child abuse?
Hello?
Do you know what child abuse is?
Can you come again?
Do you know what child abuse is?
Yeah, we know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Oh, there's Susan. Hey, Susan.
Explain what it is.
She's in Philadelphia. Yeah, just everybody move up. Okay. All right. Well, when you all listen, I'm gonna get up here when y'all. Hi, Susan. These are the kids from the camp. Hi, kids. So, Bridge Kids International is the organization, that's my organization, that is sponsoring the camp. And we're also sponsoring the Day of the African Child. Because everybody that's here from the different countries is part of the. Okay? So Miss Susan is the chair of the board.
Have you known
heard of or seen shouted.
Wait, hold on a second. Wait, just wait. Before we start, we'll start. Okay. Let me see what's going on with Felix. I want to go to Fosso that half there. That is a feed in my room.
Vamos ficar na base.
Ghana and Senegal were both on before, and now they're not. So I'm just checking to see what's going on.
Okay.
Ghana and Senegal.
Okay, I have a question. Hello? Yes, I have.
What is your question?
Yes. Yes. My question is all BK member joined or some are not yet joined in this conversation?
No, everybody is not here. And the young people here in Louisville, we're doing an African Heritage Culture Camp, and they are from the camp. Gerald, who's here, he's a member of Bridge Kids. I don't know where Brianna is.
Hello. Hello.
I see Felix.
Okay.
Yeah, I know Felix is in, but they were on before. Their camera was working, the sound, everything. And so, and nothing popped up before. See,
Mine, I didn't realize I had a screen that was open underneath other screens. That's why I didn't realize I was connected.
Full dentist mode right now, aren't you?
Okay, what happened?
Yeah, this is what we were supposed to be doing before 10:30, so we could actually start.
Yeah, that's right.
Bridge Kids. So what else is new?
Okay.
Okay, thank
So
you.
that it'll be.
Okay, and we shouldn't be paying any tax. They should know that. And I gave them our taxes. This is Nambi. This is Nambi. I'm gonna give them.
Can't see.
Today we are lucky because the station is taking over the conversation. Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna give Ghana a few more minutes to get back on.
Yeah.
Oh, he says we are on. We don't see you. We don't see you.
Those are the kids who can't Louisville. I'm telling you. Hi.
Bro.
Nice to Jennifer.
This isn't even a conversation.
Oh, no. Mama, what we find? Yeah, Felix just said that. He says that they're on, but I don't see him. Now I see him.
You see his face?
Yeah. Okay, they're back, but I don't see. I'm telling him to turn on his camera.
Yeah, that's all he has to do on his camera.
Oh, there they go.
Oh, there they are. Hi, God. There he is.
Well, visit your already. I want to.
Now on, we're quiet.
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How are you all? Nana, can we hear from you? Yeah, I don't know where Senegal is, but we're going to go ahead and start. So, listen, everyone. And listen, everyone. All right. So, hello, everyone. We're about to start the web conference. It is so wonderful to see you. We're going to go and do a, what do you call it?
The 11th was over. Or was that?
Yeah. Okay, we're about
Okay, let me reply. Okay.
We're gonna say hello from
They were vacation.
one thing that's very
All right.
important.
They don't come over to us anymore, but I have them.
One thing that's very important is that for some reason I don't have the controls to mute other sites, to mute sites when you're not talking. Where?
They're on now.
Where it says what? So I don't have the ability to control all the sites. So if you are not talking, if your site is not talking, you need to be silent. So feel it. Feel it. So let's say hello from all of the states. Okay, so
hello.
Please introduce yourselves from Malawi.
Oh.
Who do you have with you today? Who is with you today? Can you introduce
Here in
yourself?
Malawi. Are you asking in Malawi?
Yes, in Malawi, can you introduce yourselves?
Okay, I think let me first introduce myself, and then I should give to my colleague here. My name is Joshua Malunga, the project manager for Development Initiative Network, BK Group in Malawi. And we have...
I'm Charlie there, the gender officer for the Development Initiative Network.
And we have...
Hi, I'm Clement, project officer in Malawi.
And we have...
Hi, I'm Esnat Banari, field officer from DIN Malawi.
And we have...
Hello, I'm Jagin Kaitera, field officer, DIN Malawi.
And we have the AD, I think will not be with us, but only for introduction.
Hi, Anderson, director DIN Malawi.
Well, hello, welcome.
Yeah.
I should have introduced myself. I'm Stacy Bailey Njai, Executive Director of Bridge Kids International, and it's great to be with you all today. Also with us, we have Dr. Susan Stuke. Susan, if you can introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Susan.
Hi.
And me and Stacy have been working many years, and we're very excited to see everybody here today.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
And we're here in Louisville, Kentucky. Can you introduce yourselves?
My name is Jonathan.
No, let's go quickly.
My name is Jonathan.
My name is Amora. My name is Joshua.
Okay, excellent. And we have Gerald. And so they are here with the 7 Generations African Heritage Culture Camp. Okay, so Ghana, Felix, are you here? No, okay. I am. All right, so, there's a lot of background noise, laughing and stuff. Okay, so we're ready to hear from Bridge Kids Malawi around the topic of violence. If you can share with us about how does violence impact your life and your community?
Yeah. But this might be sexual harassment.
Should we start here in Malawi or where?
Yes, with you. We're starting in Malawi.
Okay. Okay. I think let me start, and then my colleague will join me. Okay. In Malawi, especially Development Initiative Network, what we are doing is that as a Development Initiative Network, we are working with the community members, whereby we are trying to eradicate the child trafficking and also early child marriage within the community, whereby the issue of early child marriage in Chikwawa is a rampant, whereby even the whole Malawi is a rampant, whereby the girl who is at the age of 12, 13 is already married, is already having a child. So Development Initiative Network, we are working with the community members, we are working with the primary schools, where we encourage the member of the community to make sure that they should send their children to school. And even in the schools, we are doing number of activities which are encouraging young girls and even young children to go back to school, even to go to school. And then some of the activities which we are doing is we are promoting girls' education or young people education through awareness campaign by using native and football trophy. And apart from that, we are having some clubs within the schools whereby they are doing number of activities. For example, debates which they are tackling.
Excuse me, could you just talk a little more slowly, please?
Okay.
And could you explain child trafficking and early marriage? If you could give us a little bit of a picture of what it's like in your community.
Okay, I think let me talk much about early child marriage. In Chikwawa, the issue of early child marriage is a rampant issue whereby most of parents, they are encouraging young people to get married at the age of 12, 13, 15. In short, I can say at the age below 18 years. So we as a Development Initiative Network and even the as a BK group which we are promoting or which we are working with the young people, we are trying to motivate the community by conducting number of activities such as we are doing native and football tournaments where we gather a number of people within the community and deliver the information on the impact of early child marriage. And apart from that, we are working with the schools whereby we do having number of clubs within the school. And these clubs, they are doing number of activities. For example, they are doing debates. The debates they are tackling or they are having the topics which they are encouraging the other member within the school to go to school, to be encouraged or to work hard in school, and even to report the case which they are facing as young people within the community. Because what we have seen is that number of these child girls or boys, they are being encouraged by their parents. So through this youth club, through these clubs within the school, they are discouraging this culture of encouraging young girls, young boys to get married at the early age. Yeah.
Adding on child trafficking, most of the children they are taken with are not people, and take them into their farms where they give the small children with hard labor, like farming in a big farm, hostel them, maybe sexual harassment, something like that. So not only in Ikwa, but with various districts, in various
Can I interrupt you? One moment. BK Ghana, there's movement from your side, some background noise, and so we have to make sure everyone is silent, and so it stays on the speaker, please continue, BK Malawi.
Yes, yeah, you can continue.
Wow. Okay. On child trafficking, I say most of the children they are taken with unknown people and put them into the farm and give them a huge farm input or farm work in their farm work or in their houses with a small amount of money. They pay a small amount of money because they are just kids. So most of the children they're expressing child trafficking. Yeah.
And to add, another issue which we are doing is that on the issue of child marriage, this issue of child marriage happens because of the culture which is existing in our community or in Malawi. There is a culture whereby young girls, young boys, they are being taught on how to please a man, and they also on how to please a girl. So, as BK Group, as Initiative Network, we are trying to work with the community leaders to make sure that this of doing initiation should be eradicated. So, if someone is found that they are doing these malpractices, they are being punished by the traditional leaders, because we are working with the Minister of Gender, Minister of Justice. So if this happens, some of the parents, they do report to appropriate department to start on this issue. So we are trying to make sure that young people, they have a right to say something no if something is bad for them. So we are trying to make sure that young people, they should say no to any harmful culture practices which is existing in Malawi. Yeah, I think let me stop there. I don't know whether there is a question. Hello?
Okay, all right. We do have some questions here in Louisville. Can you hear us?
Okay, I have a question.
Go ahead, Ghana.
Yes, I want to find out from Joshua whether they are having any problems with their families in trying to bring these children along. Are the families cooperating, or they are against them since maybe they see it as a source of funding for helping the family business?
Can you come again? I think we had a network problem here. Can you come again with the question?
My question is that as you are trying to bring these children along, and some families see the labor as a support system for the family. Are you having any problem with the families they are coming from, or they are supporting you themselves?
Okay, of course, you know, the member of the community to adapt to something, sometimes it takes long. Yeah, so of course we are facing a number of challenges to motivate the community, to motivate the family. But at the moment, number of families, number of communities, they are adapting on what we are saying, because they have seen that the thing which we are talking to them, they are bringing some impact within the family, some impact within the community. So, yeah, we are having a challenge of that. And the thing which makes us to prosper in our project is that in everything what we are doing, we are working with the community members and the community leaders, and even with the departments of government, line minister of government, to make sure that if we need some technical skills, we do ask the government departments to ask us, and even by working with the traditional leaders, because these traditional leaders are the custodians of the community, so they have something to say within the community. So if having a challenge concerning the child, for example, child trafficking, child labor, child marriage, the community themselves, they are making bylaws within the community that if something doing this will face this consequence. If something doing this, they face consequences. That's why I said that we are trying to make sure that the initiation ceremonies should be eradicated within the community. So how should be eradicated? The community members are the ones who should reduce. They are the community members who are taking in charge to make sure that this culture should be not existing within the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, nice and loud.
My question was, one, in early marriage, do they get to choose who they want to marry, or is it like somebody else choose for them?
Did you hear the question?
I think she should raise up the voice.
Okay, yeah, she had to say it nice. So I'll repeat the question for her. She said, in early marriage, do they get to choose who they marry, or does someone choose for them?
Parents choose for them, not themselves.
Of course, there should be both sides. What happens is that sometimes because of the poverty which are existing, some they chose to be or to get married earlier because some of the parents, they are unable to support their children in the schools. For example, by providing school materials. So if a child found that the parents, they are failing to support them, some they choose to get married, some they choose to get married. And sometimes the parents, because of the culture, they encourage young girls, they encourage young boy to get married earlier. And even because of the poverty, as I already said, what happens is that if a family is lacking some, for example, some food, if they are having a girl, so a family tries to convince a certain man to get engaged with the girl. So how a man should be engaged, or how should a girl get engaged? So man should be given something to parents that I want your girl to get married with me. So if this man is having something, for example, money, food, so parents, they get force the child to get married with the man. Thank you.
What was your other question? Can I get
My other question, are they allowed to get a divorce when they don't do?
So the other question that Legacy has is, are they allowed to get a divorce?
Can you come again?
Said, are they allowed to get a divorce?
Yes, some of them. For example, we have an example that in 2016 we had a research concerning child marriage. And we got some of girls who were married at the age of 13, 12, and some of them, they were already having a child. So because of our initiative, some of them, they've been, right now, they are in a schools, in secondary schools, some in primary schools. So they do, yeah, so they get divorced, which means if we go there and talk with the parents, talk with a man a man and even a girl on the impact of a child marriage, some of them, they do accept our idea.
But in a sense, go to 108, but we've already
We'll see who's the next person who's leading the class and just find that person. Sorry, you all. Thank you so much, Bridge Kids Malawi, for that presentation. We may have more questions later. So, Bridge.
Thank you.
So, Louisville, we're ready to hear from you. What does violence look like in Louisville, Kentucky, and in the United States? Who's going to speak first?
I'll speak.
Okay, Anthony's going to speak first. Trey, come on up. Jonathan. Oh, Jonathan. Lord have mercy.
So we have 5 main types of violence. We have gun violence, police brutality, child abuse, sexual and drug-related violence. Police brutality is the most common.
Excuse me, we can't hear her clearly.
They can't hear you.
Okay.
Come around and come close.
So we have speak loud. We have 5 types of violence in America. We have gun violence, police brutality, child abuse, sexual violence, and drug-related violence. Gun violence being one of the most common.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
And
anything else?
So gun violence would be sometimes involved in gangs. Things like gangs called like Bloods and Crips. They would constantly like fight. There'd be like water and vinegar. They just don't go together at all.
Anyone have? Come on up, Trey. Nice and loud.
Having violence in your life can affect you as you get older. There's a movie called Thor Ragnarok. There is this guy called the Hawk. Stayed the Hawk for a while, and he ended up fighting people for fun and getting paid to do it. So he shouldn't have stayed the Hawk for as long as he did.
Let's talk about what's going on in our real community. Yes.
Well, I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
I don't live here.
Okay. All right. That's fine. All right. We have one more person who has something to say.
Okay.
Say something quickly.
So, in America, there is a lot of gun violence, which he already talked about, but it also goes along with police brutality, where black men and black boys are getting shot by police, and the police, unarmed black men and black boys, and the police don't get, punishment for it, and they just don't get in trouble for it. And it's not fair to the black men and the black boys that are getting shot by the white police.
Do you have anything you want to add? Yeah. Okay. One more person. Okay. Here comes. Very quickly. Hurry.
So, to get this, gang violence
one of the things, okay? As you get older, the gang violence can affect while you get older. Gang violence can affect you as you get older. Like, say that you did something really bad later that year, and as you get older, it will affect you as you get older and older and older, and then you might regret it.
Thank you, Laura. Does anyone have anything new to add? Bella will be the last person. These are young people from the camp, and they discussed the topic this morning. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so in America, there are kids that are being taken. They're like used for sexual abuse, and then it's like basically human trafficking, and they just take the kids and abuse them for a while, and they either kill them or they're just like getting stranded somewhere like this. I don't know.
Thank you. So here in Louisville, they mentioned gun violence, police brutality, child abuse, sexual abuse, which also includes child trafficking. So that happens in the United States as well. Any of the other countries, and in terms of the issues of what can be done about it, well, this group, they're not a regular Bridge Kids group with a project, but they talked about keeping better track of police records and having stronger laws for licensing guns, because we have so many guns in our society that are just readily available to people, and so it's a major problem. All right, so are there any questions for the group in Louisville?
Yes, I have a question. According to your explanation about gun violence, you are saying that in America there's lots of guns there. So as BK, what are you doing to tackle this violence?
Well, this is the young people who are here are from the camp. This is not the Bridge Kids group. So they are not addressing that issue directly.
Okay. So, of course, it's not addressing the issue directly, but I hope you have an idea on how you can talk about it. So, and apart from that, you say that there is also a sexual violence there. What are you doing to make sure that there is no sexual violence there, or to support or to prevent sexual violence?
What I was trying to say is this is not the Bridge Kids group. This is the Bridge Kids camp, and say they don't have a set project, so they are not like necessarily working on issues at the moment. But do you all have any?
Okay.
Do you have any ideas of what can be done to reduce violence against children?
Maybe like the same thing that you can do with police brutality. Maybe identifying parents that suspect are abusing their children, and maybe looking to tap into like the records and see if they have any like abusive history, like counts of aggravated assault and getting upset.
Okay, so what Jonathan just said was that, in case you couldn't hear, it's also about keeping records in the society of people who have been abusive toward children, and who, so that they can better keep an eye out for people who are the perpetrators. But I also think there's some education that can be done, more education.
Okay. Of course, same question, because I want to understand better about it, especially in your country. How is the government doing on gun violence? America.
You know what's difficult in America is that part of our Constitution is the right to own firearms, to own guns. And we have very powerful organizations that want to keep politicians from making laws against gun ownership. And so it's very, very difficult. We have some laws that limit the types of guns, and you do have to get a license, but it's very, very difficult politically to change that in the United States.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very strange.
And then in addition, you have the issues of race here in America, which makes the gun violence, that's the, I think the catalyst is that. So you've got people with guns, some licensed, some not licensed. And then you've got, and police as well, who are supposed to carry guns and protect us. But then you've got the issue of race where we are being, you know, threatened and hurt and harmed by people that have licenses to carry. So there's no enforcement. So after the guns are used and where it's made, a lot of people of color who are affected by this, it's hard to have any consequences for these people. So in addition to changing the law, the enforcement of people that use these guns against a lot of people, Black and brown people, nothing is done to them. There's no consequences. So there's several layers to the problem here in America.
Exactly. So, and this is the last thing I'll say, and we'll move on to Ghana, that it seems as if we have a movement here called Black Lives Matter, because it seems the way it works out, if a white person is killed, it's more of an issue and it's addressed more than if a Black person is killed through gun violence. And so people are constantly working to change that issue, but you know, this is life in America.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. So why don't we hear from Bridge Kids Ghana?
Hello, this is Bridge Kids Ghana. All right, so this is Joshua.
Yes.
All right, so we're talking on child labor. So child labor in Ghana is very high, and talking from our community, children age between the 18 and 12 are being sent to a farm place to engage in fishing, and they go deep down the water, and they go deep down the water to move under the water, which at times cause their lives. Some have psychological problems, and some children engage in rearing animals, catching of wolves, in order to support their families. And so the institutions that support fight against labor. We have the Ministry of Women and Children Affairs. We have Ministry of Gender, Child and Social Protection. We have the World Vision. We have UNICEF. We have ADRU and USAID, International, which I like this. And thinking some of the mechanism to the shifting mechanism for family life empowerment, to help empower the life of family members in order to prevent them sending their children to a farm place to involve in fishing at the age of between 6 and 12, while they have to be in school learning. And one way is also poverty alleviation, and education. educating parents on the effects of child labor and the importance of education. They need to send their children to school at the early age rather than sending them to a farm place to engage in fishing or to involve themselves in animals rearing, catching of wood, setting traps in order to learn to earn a living. And one is also there should be strict legislation. There should be law. There are law and others which see that those things are practice, but they are not being enforced. So there should be enforcement of law and order in order to prevent those things, and also through emancipation. When laws are being put in place, you don't have to sit at one place. You have to take an action in order to make sure that whatever you think of that will be the solution to end that will not only be in your mind, but bring it out or take an action in order to. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So if there is any question.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Felix, are you back? I heard someone say.
Yeah,
something.
I'm here.
Okay, so we had a little bit of a difficult time because the connection wasn't that great. But I was just explaining here what I heard to the group, and so we were just saying. I just asked them, if you're working, what can you not do? And so they had some answers to that. So how does that impact the life of children there, the child labor?
Children don't go to school when.
Yeah, the connection, it's lagging. The connection.
Yeah.
Like a robot?
No. Hello.
Hello, now we can hear you.
Okay, so main is that some of us still need to be in school and spend all their life rearing cattle, and they never had any education. So they are and it's more on their family life, the number of children they give birth to.
Okay, yeah, we're still having problems hearing you. Yeah, oh yeah, they just connected. I'm sorry. In Malawi, do you all have an issue with children with child labor?
Yes, we have it, especially the industries and big farms whereby the children under 18 years, they're being forcing to work hard work, especially in the industries and the companies. And even apart from that, some of the parents member within the community, within the district, some of them, they are forcing children to work harder within the family. So we have it is rampant because, for example, a girl of the age of 12, 13, 10 is working, is doing something over age. So we have it in Malawi, and it's rampant, especially in rural areas and the industrials.
I see. So I think Ghana is back.
Yeah, it's back.
Hello.
So we are in the last 30 minutes. It looks like if Ghana, if you're able to, could you share a little bit about your project there and the work that you're doing? We heard a lot from the folks in Malawi about their project and their work. Tell us what you are doing in Ghana.
Ghana, the more have my book, My Friend Project, which the objectives are just to help people and empower them to read. So we have books that are assigned to children in Lolonia. The assigned supervisor who helps. So that we'll be able to empower people economically. We'll be able to support our members to do some trading and learning to empower them for the future. Our project right now at the Winya is a school project where we have so Ayram is here. Hello.
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 Hi,
Okay.
I put us on mute so we could discuss what you were saying.
Okay. All right. So let me just. Ayram is here to give us a brief presentation on the school, what the school is doing at the moment. Go ahead.
We cannot hear.
You have muted yourself.
All right, then we have a started school at Dowinya at the moment. So we have close about 78 children now, and with 6 teachers. Our membership is 16. We are trying to empower children just to bring good education to the doorsteps of our community to help our people to benefit from our skill set of members who are teachers, so that we can also empower ourselves economically. So right now, we have a school that is running from crèche to class 3. So that's one of our major projects, and we are also trying to empower parents through reading and adult education, which we are also doing at the moment.
Excellent. That's wonderful.
That is about the school.
That's wonderful work. We're really proud of you. So just
Thank you very much.
we have a few more minutes left. If anyone has any just general questions about life in the other countries, anything that you would like to ask? Okay.
Okay, I want to ask Joshua and the Malawi group.
Yes.
About the agriculture project. We have been trying to do. We started with an agriculture project on an individual basis with Christopher and some of our members who are teachers. But the project has been very successful, but bringing it in the group level has become a little bit challenging. I want to, if you have any.
Did you hear that, Joshua?
I think the question, there's a breakdown there, especially the question.
Okay, I think Felix was asking about your agricultural project and how it's doing, because they have one person who started an agricultural project, but they've not been able to bring it to a group level. And so they wanted to know how things are going with you.
Okay.
And what has been some of.
Oh, so sorry.
Should I start responding the question?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. What we are doing is that when we're having a project, especially for agriculture, what we are promoting is that we encourage that they should work as a group, not as an individual. So as a group, they do have one farm and they share the plot. So when they are doing that, they make sure that each and everyone, they are participating in their field. So during the harvesting days, they do discuss and they also tell us that we are planning to harvest our crops. So in collaboration with us and the group and even with the Ministry of Agriculture, we do go there and advise them on how they should do it to make sure that each and everyone, they should benefit from the project, especially on the agriculture issue. They should benefit. Of course, I've seen that by working as an individual, sometimes it causes lots of challenges, because if someone is working as an individual, which means will not benefit the group, it will benefit as an individual, as a family. So to prevent that, that's why we are encouraging to work as a group. And also to give you an example for other project of, we have a vocational training where we are training young girls or young mothers in tailoring. So we are doing it in one place, and we are promoting to share ideas through the training to make sure that each and everyone should benefit from the project. Thank you. I hope I responded to your question.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes. Yes.
Well, one thing that's going to be happening within Bridge Kids is that we are going to be starting a Bridge Kids agricultural network, because a number of the groups have agricultural projects. And Felix in Ghana, who just asked the question, he's actually going to be the one who will organize that. And he will also be in charge of organizing the meetings, the regular meetings like this of the Bridge Kids groups. So we have not been meeting regularly, and now we are going to start, because you all have so much to share from each other, with each other, and learn from each other, and just for the encouragement, from the other groups. So we will be meeting either every month or every other month. You will have to decide that, but Felix will be the leader of that.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
And Felix, when will we expect to have the next meeting?
Yes, we are looking at September, the second week in September. So I'll discuss with you further, and we'll see what date we can pick, and together with the leaders of each of the groups.
Okay, no problem.
I'm really excited about especially the agricultural part, because I think even the information you shared today, Josh,
yes,
will be very helpful for some of the other groups.
Yes, because I'm so much happy with the information you have shared right now and some of the things that they are doing. And I think that it can help us. Actually, we've been an individual, all the teachers have been doing that. I think that even if they are using their own resources and we can bring together as a group, we can help to empower ourselves and other people who may not have the resources. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we had some questions here. Yeah, I'll repeat it for you. Oh yeah. Okay. So we had a question about time. Can you let us know what time it is where you are right here? We are 11:35. What time is it where you are?
We are 3:35.
3:35.
Here is 5:35.
It's 5:35. 3:35 in Ghana and 5:35 in Malawi.
So it's a 6 and 4 hour difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. And do you all have, do we have any more questions?
Stashe. Stashe. Hello.
Okay, go ahead.
Just a comment and even a question and queries from you as our mothers, especially at BK. Of course, we need also your advice, and also you need our advice to make sure that the group should be grown, and they should also benefit from the group. My question or comment my question is, we are doing this activity for the Day of African Child, and apart from this web conference, we also collaborate with the government ministries, especially the child and gender welfare as a district level events. So in these departments, they do ask us some of the support. For example, teachers for the faction, and even transport for the faction, and even some of the material which can be used during the faction. So is it possible for the future activities to support us with something to make sure that we are known within the district, even as worldwide, that we are doing this faction? Because we are doing it here at the office, but we are not doing it at the community. So if we do this at the office and then mobilizing people within the community and have a big faction, a fruity faction, I think we will have a greater impact. I don't know, how do you think on that?
Well, that's exactly what we used to do. We used to do big functions for the Day of the African Child, and that's actually how Bridge Kids came into being. And so if we start planning early, that's something that we do. So you're saying that there is a larger celebration in your community, or you say
yes,
you create one?
Of course, there's a large, we have district events which is representing this faction of the Day of African Child as a big faction representing the district level. So the national level, they do their own events, and the district level, they do their own events in a different day. So we as the BK group, we as the Development Initiative Network, we do involved in these factions. So during the factions, all participating organizations or groups, they do supporting with something. For example, t-shirts, transport, and so ever.
Okay, so
that's
we can definitely talk about. And we must plan for it, though, and that's something that we can plan for. In fact, Bridge Kids Senegal, I don't know why they're not on this call. They had a big function yesterday in their
yes, of course, that's on the email.
Okay, yeah. So good.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
What about the t-shirts? Yeah, can we get some?
T-shirts? You said t-shirts? Yeah, we got to work on t-shirts this year. The problem is getting them to you. But yes, we'll work on t-shirts this year.
Okay.
And we had a question from here. Like, what kind of animals do you have? You in the community? Or what kind of animals do you have in your community?
Yeah.
Of course, we have it.
Yes. Hello. Yeah, from Ghana we have cow, we have goat, we have sheep, we have hen and all those stuff. Guinea fowl.
Yeah, goat, sheep.
I think it's. I think it's same like in Malawi. We have hippos, we have crocodiles, we have snakes, we have frogs, we have cockroaches, we have goats, have pigs. Yeah, we have so many animals.
But do you
A
have
whole lot,
hippos
a whole lot of animals.
that live close by?
What?
Sorry?
You have hippos that live close by?
Yes, we have. From many rivers, about 500 meters, where there is a
Okay, so we
where
have.
there is crocodiles.
Wow.
Okay, so we have hippos in Ghana, but they are in a particular river. So it's a tourist site. You just pay visit to that place and just watch it and come back.
Yeah, I went there to visit the hippos in Ghana.
Yeah, we have a hippo sanctuary. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them. That was amazing.
Where are you in Ghana? What are you close
We have
to?
monkeys in Ghana. Come again?
What are you close to in Ghana? How far are you from Accra?
We are about 30 minutes drive from Accra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're very close.
That's if there's no traffic.
When there's no traffic.
That's if there's no traffic. But when there's traffic, I say, yeah. When there's traffic, there's something like 1 hour, 30 minutes.
So do you all have, is there anything else we want to say? Do you all have any more questions or comments?
Yeah,
Okay, so
especially
when are you coming to visit us?
Okay, who's gonna go first? Ghana, go first.
Okay, Mama Stacy, when are you coming to visit us?
I wish I was gonna come this summer, but it did not work out. Oh, God willing, I will be there very soon. I'm really looking forward to seeing you. But I've never been to Malawi at all.
Yeah, me either. I'd like to come to Malawi too.
Yeah.
But I have to get back to Ghana. I love Ghana.
All right.
I hope before Ghana. I hope before Ghana.
Hello?
Yes.
I said, I hope before Ghana we visit Malawi first and then Ghana.
Okay. We'll have to split it up. We'll work on that.
Please, when you are going to Malawi, don't forget to invite me.
I know, that's right.
Okay, Stasha, one question. One question, Stasha.
Yes.
Or a comment. Of course, the last year we had the same faction, and you asked us to send some of the documents, especially the proposal for the activity which we are doing. And I remember that our mentor, Amin and Alicia, they asked us about SWOT analysis. I don't know what is the future plan for these documents. Are you trying to make sure that in the future you should support this project, or just for you for documentation?
No, I
Thank
mean,
you.
we are very interested in being able to. We're very interested in supporting new projects, and so it's taking. And so we're trying to. What Licia was trying to do with the SWOT analysis, it's something we want to institute throughout the organization with all of the Bridge Kids groups, and so we're trying to do some like reorganizing, and so that's why I mentioned Felix is going to take on some additional roles. And so we're in a period of reorganizing. I know we've been reorganizing for a little while, but it looks like we are it's coming together. But we're very, very interested in new projects. This year, we funded the largest project we've ever funded, and that was in Rwanda. But we got some additional assistance with that, and they opened a cyber cafe. And we know that some of the other groups have the potential to do larger projects as well. And so we're very interested in that. But it's just a matter of growth, you know? And so, you know, we start small and then grow. And so we're very interested in that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a matter of funding, you know, and so it's something that the board is now looking at very closely. So that's why that's why we ask for the communication, so we know the kinds of things you're interested in and the work you're interested in doing.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, so it's time. I think it's time to start signing off now. And so we would like to say goodbye. So let's start from Louisville. Say goodbye. Malawi, let's hear you.
Bye.
Ghana, let's hear you.
Bye, Ghana.
So Susan, do you have any closing words for us?
No, I'm just I'm so excited to see all of your faces, and I'm excited to hear about all the wonderful work you're doing. And we look forward to continuing to work and support you all.
Okay, thank you all. Have a good day, and we'll be talking very soon. September. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good day. Good day.
Good night.